is embedded in our day-to-day life. We are using mathematics in almost every action and reaction in our daily lifestyle without even realizing it. In the kitchen, baking and cooking requires mathematical skills. Proportion of ingredients of each dish requires mathematical skills only. In gardening, the sowing of seeds and landscaping also requires mathematical skills. Planning for an event or outing is not possible without sound knowledge of maths. Construction of buildings, roads, etc. depend on maths only. Good morning, Dr. Akrul Behera, Professor of Mathematics at NIT Rourkela, respected Principal Sir, Headmistress Ma'am, dignitaries, teachers, my friends and my seniors. This is Siddhant Panda and I welcome you all to this celebration of Growing Aptitude in Numerical Innovation and Training GAMIT program, which is sponsored by the CBSE. Now I request our Dipside girls to offer bouquet of flowers to Principal Sir and Dr. Akrul Behera. Dr. Akrul Behera, MSc, MPhil, PhD from Sambalpur, PhD in Toronto, and he is Professor of Mathematics, Higher Academic Grade, NIT Rourkela. Dr. Behera, after passing BSc Honours from Panchayat College, Bargarh, joined the MSc Mathematics program of NIT, formerly known as Regional Engineering College, Rourkela, in the year 1973. After the completion of the MSc program in 1975, initially he joined Odisha Education Service as lecturer in mathematics at Gangadhar Mehar College, Sambalpur. He completed his MPhil and PhD program in mathematics from the Sambalpur University. He also completed his PhD program in mathematics from the University of Toronto with the award of the most prestigious Commonwealth Scholarship. Dr. Behera is currently working as a professor, higher academic grade in the Department of Mathematics. His research interest is in the area of category theory, algebraic topology, differential manifolds, nonlinear functional analysis, complex analysis, statistics, fuzzy set, and systems. Society, American Mathematical Society, and Indian Society of Technical Education. He is going to deliver his lecture on number theory followed by an interactive session. Now I request our respected Principal Sir to address the gathering. Sir, please.
Guest of today, Professor Behera, my colleagues and students, you'll be happy to know that CBSE has decided to celebrate this week from 16th to 22nd academic week in the memory of great mathematician Mr. Ramanujan. And it is basically decided by CBSE to arouse interest for mathematics. It is seen that though the students are opting for the science stream at +2 level, the real interest is not getting generated, and the students after passing +2 are going into different technical lines and the basic research is suffering. And a lot of initiatives has been taken by the government, and this is one of the initiatives. We are very much honored that Professor Behera is present amongst us, who is an eminent mathematician of the country, and he will give you a lecture. He will go for an interactive session where he will find how mathematics is interesting and why we should learn mathematics not for appearing the examination, but to do different other things where mathematics mathematics is required for our daily life. I will not take much time. Now I will request Professor Bera to start his session. Thank you.
So, good morning to all of you. Respected Principal of KPS and Madam Headmistress of this school, and my dear student friends. Well, yesterday Madam Misra telephoned me that do I have some time to talk something about general mathematics in DPS. Well, actually I was overwhelmed when I got this telephonic message, and I immediately agreed to her invitation. The reason is something else. Okay. Well, I'm lucky to talk like this because every person commits certain mistakes in his life. I'm one of them. Of course, that mistake is not a very big mistake, that it is a small reasoning. Well, when the DPS started, well, I had I had no idea about what type of school it is. And my mistake was that I did not bring my son to this school for his education. And that is the mistake, and which I am repeating, okay, after 2 or 3 years when I did not allow my son to take admission. Even if I didn't try also. But after knowing the performance of the byproducts of the school, really, I was so much, okay, that is disturbed that why I did not put my son here. And at that time there was no time to bring my son to this school again from a different school of Raurkela. And if you believe or not, one day I wanted to see the school, and I came by my scooter, and unfortunately on the window the scooter became punctured. Then I took a walk. I could not enter the school. Simply I observed from outside and went back. Okay. This is the first time I am entering into the school. That's why it is in some sense I am very lucky today. See, if a school or an institution is really good, okay, it has certain importance. That I may talk a little bit later on. So today's talk is about mathematics. And when I see this, Madam was talking to me, it should be something related to Ramanujan's work. And the Ramanujan was really doing numerical works, numerical analysis. And he is such a young mathematician, and from such a young age, he started formulating certain interesting formulas. Okay. So people were really surprised how such an Indian fellow is able to develop such interesting mathematical formula. Well, those research works, they are in the net, they are in the books also. If you are interested, you can go for them. So, if I talk something higher mathematics, because your level is up to 12, starting from class 9, I think, you cannot understand it. So, I am not your direct teacher. Well, I will not talk higher mathematics, but I will give you some assignment here. Well, perhaps you may be discouraged why this fellow has come here giving out assignment. No, that assignment, okay, you solve it. You will be interested to solve it. Don't show it to me. Don't show it to principal. Don't show it to Madam Misra or any of your teachers. But I am pretty sure you will be interested to submit the solution to yourself. Okay? And Ramanujan was doing that one. That's why his formulas, his derivations were so much appreciated by other mathematicians. Well, my assignment is like this. Well, don't write it. It is not required to write it. If you are going to write it, I will think that you are not listening to me. Well, very simple problem. Well, first my question is, take the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't take 1.5 or 2.5. Only integers, whole numbers. You add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. My student friends, can you tell me what is the value? 50. Alright. After that, don't consider 6. The next number after 5 is 6. After that, the next number is 7 and the next number is 8. Except 6. You add 7 and 8. Again, 7 and 8. 50. So, the question is here, 1 plus 2, you consider 8 numbers, and somewhere in the middle or somewhere, some stage, you delete a number. So, when you delete a number, both sides, the sum should be same. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 50, and you delete 6, the next 7 plus 8 is 50. Don't bring 9 into the picture. We are not considering 9. So this type of relationship, it was not done by Ramanujan, it is okay, directly, but it is related to his work material. So this number 6, originally it was called a cutoff number. Cutoff means we are considering 8 numbers, we are cutting off 1 number. But the title was not acceptable to the mathematician. Therefore it is irritating. So they suggested this type of number 6 should be called balancing number. Both sides it is balanced. Okay? So this 6 is a balancing number for the number up to 8. Next. It is not my question, what is the next number like this? The next number like this will be, it is 34. You consider 1, 2 up to 49, you add up to 1, 2, 3, 33, then you don't consider 34, and the remaining number starting from 35 up to 49, the sum will be same, that you can verify. Okay? Have you understood the point? Right. What will be the next number? The next number is, okay, it is 204. And that means from 1 to 203 you add it, then you don't consider 204, and after that you add the remaining 10 numbers 204 up to 284, this both sides will be same. And after that the next number will be 1000 something else, and I started doing finding like this, that is 7 or 8 numbers, but it became really difficult for me. So, have you understood the method? What I told you, we are finding first balancing number to be 6, second to be 34, third to be 204. Okay, but you understand, I have used the operation plus only. No question about any multiplication. You understand the point? So the numbers, that is 6 and 34 and 204, they are called balancing numbers. Okay. So this type of numbers, these are not new numbers. Okay, they are all integers. But after that, finding such examples, we should find some theorems and propositions and results and write their proof correctly, so that people will be interested to see it, read it, and give their comments. Okay. So this type of this balancing numbers, actually it has not appeared in book today, in any book cannot find it, And I, myself, and one of my students, we have done this type of work, and it is already published in an American journal. Now, but the question is, people have done so many works after that. When these numbers were, these concepts were published that means to the mathematical world, people have read it and they have defined some other concepts and they have proved very interesting results, which now I am not able to understand also. Okay, that's really very much difficult also. But it should be in a different way also. Now, all of you are using computers. So, can you give some computer programming to this concept? That is, what is the programming for all these results related to this type of balancing numbers? Okay? Now, if you have understood or if you are listening with interest, then I am giving you a problem for which there is no solution yet. And that does not need anything for it, big brain or so much time. If you are really interested, you can solve it, and when you solve it, if you will be successful, then definitely you will not show to me, definitely you will not show you to teachers, and you will be only concentrating yourself what to do about it. I have got something. Alright, okay. So now you consider numbers 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Okay? Then you multiply, don't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Anybody can you tell me, student, what? 720. The principle is same. What I told just 2 minutes before regarding addition. But now I am talking about multiplication. So we multiplied 1 up to 6, it became 720. After that, delete 7. Consecutively you have to do it. You cannot delete 11 or 12, not considering 11. Then after that, the numbers are 8, 9 and 10. Can you multiply 8, 9 and 10? So both sides become same. We consider 1 to 10. We deleted 7 and both sides multiplication became 720. So previously 6 was the balancing number, okay, with respect to addition, but now the 7 has become a balancing number with respect to multiplication. My question to all of you, the student friends, is that, okay, you find the next balancing number with respect to multiplication. The main thing is, really, whatever the problem I gave you, I have no energy to think about that one. That's why whenever I go to some places, I always think and do something and give the presentation or the idea what should be the answer to this question. Well, I will be very much happy, nevertheless, if you can prove that this is the next number, okay, it will be a wonderful achievement for you. And for this work, you are not neglecting your any coursework or course reading books or homework. It is a matter of interest, it is a matter of your determination. You understand the point? Okay. But partly the answer to this question is, people are saying, I have read this question, that there is no second balancing number with respect to multiplication. But it is not yet proved. If there is no second one, let us prove it. We cannot say that It is not there or it is there. If it is there, show it. If it is not there, you prove it. Okay. Simply by saying in mathematics is not acceptable. You have to give the example or you have to prove it. You understand the point? Okay. So, those who are interested, you can think like this. You can try on thinking what will be the third one also. You can take the help of computer also. Okay. So this is the assignment I am giving to you. So it will be successful. I am pretty much sure that you will confine it to yourself. I know you will not show it to your teacher also. Okay. That's the reason I told you from the very beginning. The solution, you keep it yourself, keep it in your pocket, or keep it to some journal which will be published in your name. And I am pretty sure if you can prove it or give the example, the American journals will accept it. Okay. So this is the assignment I am giving to you. So the whole thing is your determination. Can you do it or not? Well, I am not pretty sure, okay, how many numbers among you will be interested to sit down to solve the problem. Because some of you are, okay, somebody has raised the, okay, her hand, okay, that is good. Well, because some of you may not be interested with mathematics also. Some of you are very much interested toward physics. Some of you are chemistry. Some with literature. Some of you, okay, will be interested, you are determined, I will be an IAS officer. Some of you, okay, IPS officer. Some of you, I am pretty sure, must be thinking, well, I want to get a Nobel Prize. That is very fine. Okay. But it is your determination. Alright. Determination in the dictionary, okay, it is very, very lighter word. Well, I was also not giving the importance to the word determination. And why I am giving importance to this word determination? The reason is like this. Well, in the year 2009, okay, Professor APJ Abdul Kalam, do you know his name or not? Okay, because he was the President of India. That's why you know, or for some other reason you know. Okay, because he was the president, that is a different issue, but he is the founder of the Missile Works of India. Alright, he is actually the instrumental of the point. So he came to Rourkela, to NIT Rourkela for convocation. Convocation for young students, it is a function where the degrees are awarded. Alright. So if you are talking something about, we talk something about a determination. You know, besides the research work and other presidential work, he is very much interested to talk to students like you, but not a person like me. You know it or not? Recently he came to Orissa also, he came to Sambhalpur, and he discussed with young students at Jilla school as well as I think Bhubaneswar also. Okay, it was in the newspaper. He is very much interested to talk to young students like you. So he told one small story regarding determinism. It is like this, and he was mentioning this in his convocation speech, that he went to one school and there was a student, his name is Srikant, actual name is Srikant. Okay, he appeared all his TOEFL GRE examination and he went to abroad, USA, the university name is Texas, I think. He is doing his PhD there. He is still doing his PhD there. Okay, but he is doing very much excellent work. And he has got a job in Chennai, a very good high fixed salary. The company, one company in Chennai, they have sent an offer letter to Mr. Srikanth that you complete your work and you come here and join with us. Okay? So what Srikanth has written to that company, okay, I am very much thankful to you for offering me such a lucrative job. Okay. I will join you at the company provided I do not become the President of India. Okay. If I cannot become the President of India, okay, then only I will join your job. Okay. So, Professor APJ Abdul Kalam, he has also received the same message from Srikanth, and Professor Kalam was so much delighted to express in his convocation speech that see the determination of that Srikanth, that he determined to become the President of India. But you see, whether he will be successful or not, okay, to become a President of India, it is something other technique is required. Okay. So much political works and all these things, I don't know if Srikanth can do or not. Okay. But I am pretty sure if Srikanth would be the President of India, probably our administrative rule in India would be perhaps at that time would be totally refined. Otherwise, a student like Srikanth cannot be the President of India. You understand my point? Okay. So, you, my young, student friends, it is your determination, right? So, what you want to be, right? See your school, okay? As I told from the very beginning, when the school started, right, I had an idea what type of school it is. I will not put my son here. Really, I am not, that is in some way, sometimes I was crying probably. Why I did not put my son? The byproducts of this school are so, that means highly talented, right? Now, anybody asks me, I am not supporting your school, I am not getting any money from your school. But from my heart I am telling you, whoever asks me in Raurkela for children's education, I suggest DPS. I am from NIT. Please see your record also that now many students are coming from NIT. Not that I am telling them who are cited. Okay? And if I say somebody, that somebody will do another somebody, in this way, the schools, they name at the highest level. I think this is the most prestigious school of our state, as well as India also at present. But my mistake is, I did not put my son here. I would have been very glad to put it. See, your performance, your determination, of course, your senior friends, your school name has come to this level. Okay? Well, when, as I was telling you, I wanted to see the school, today I have entered here, right? I do not know the byproducts. I know them because of the name DPS. I will give a small example. How the name is important, not actually the physical, the presence of the students or the appearance of the students or the byproduct. Do you know Einstein? Have you heard the name? Okay. He is a scientist. You understand? In a proper institute. You are in a very good, prestigious school. You have taken admission in a very, very good school where you can achieve whatever you are determined to do. It is precious. But simply saying that, because the school is good and I will be sitting idle, I will not solve any problem, I will not do homework, automatically, I will get something. That is not possible. You understand the point? So, you have taken admission here. While taking admission, what you do, please, can you tell me when you take admission? Tell me when you took admission or your parents came to take admission here. What you got here? Well, that is very, very interesting because we do not put any importance. when your parents or you came to take admission here, the school gave you something. That something, can you tell me what is that one? The school gave you a money receipt. Okay? Nothing else at the beginning. After taking admission only, the school will take care of you everything, what you have to do and what you have to buy and what you have to read there. But first, you got a money receipt. DPS is written, perhaps your name is written, and roll number was not written at that time. The money amount is, but that is very important. Okay. What you have done probably, I think if it is in your pocket, it is lost. Or if your parents are very much concerned, they have preserved it till today. Okay? Right. But I have read this thing, okay, again, that from the life of Einstein. You may be thinking that why this fellow is talking about Einstein. Well, you believe it or not, or perhaps you have to accept it. Everybody in his life has to choose one ideal person. Well, I accept Einstein, though I have he is my ideal man. I have not seen him, but I am very much impressed with his mathematical work. Okay? That is it. Not only Einstein, there are other scientists also. So, as I was talking about the receipt or that type of ticket, it happened in the life of Einstein also once. Once, Einstein was traveling in the train. Okay. So, I tell the story at different places also, it is so really interesting. So, Einstein, that tells you where you will go. That is your determination. You understand the point? Okay. So please don't take it lightly that receipt or the I-card, it is simply something, well, if you are in a class 9, it is for 1 year, it is okay, I do not pass, I will throw it away. Not like that. That tells you where you will go. And you have to decide that one. You understand the point? Okay. So, this type of things, okay, right, because that Einstein is such a, okay, that is a big scientist, the whole world knows him, so even there was no ticket in the train also, he was going to be excused. But it is not true with people like me. What happened? I will give you one example. Well, sometimes, well, while I was in Toronto, one person went to the airport. Nowadays, you know what is the airport, it is not a big issue, so we have traveled by, okay, that is aeroplane also, that is, I believe it. So the person forgot to take the passport. Okay, he is a mathematician also. And while going to the airport, the professor told, sir, I have not got my passport and the ticket is along with the passport, what to be done? Okay. The airport people told, simply go aside, you go back to your home. Okay. Right. Because they have never heard the name of that professor. But it is not was the case with Einstein. You understand the point? Okay. So, see, that is your determination will lead you to a very either administrative life, academic life, or any other, okay, that is lifestyle you want to maintain. Right. So, my dear student friends, I will not take much of your time. Well, the whole thing, some of you may be engineers, doctors, okay, but my question, for which there is no solution to me, only to you, that you must be either one of Einstein or many, or like Ramanujan also, or like, okay, that is our scientist Bose also, and many other, okay, Nobel laureates of our country. So, may I ask you, may I hear from you how many of you would you like Einstein? Okay, right. At least one is there. Okay, right. All right. But one thing, I did not get any response from our, that is, daughter's side. How many of you can you be like our Pakistani teenage Nobel laureate, that is Malala? Okay, very good. Thank you very much. This is the end of my talk. All right. Wish you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable tips and information. Now I request our principal, sir, to offer a token of, sir, please.
Atul Behra, Professor of Mathematics, NIT Rourkela. Respected Principal Sir, Headmistress Ma'am, colleagues, and my dear students, it's my privilege and joy to have been asked to extend a vote of thanks for all these dignitaries who have contributed on this occasion. First of all, I would like to acknowledge our Principal Sir for his constant inspiration and contribution in conducting such activities in our school. Sir, as you said that creating interest for maths not only for the sake of completing +2 section stream but also to develop real interest from within so that we will be successful in our normal life. Definitely, we will like to follow it up. I would extend to propose a hearty thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Atul Behra, for gracing today's Shop Talk program. Sir, as you said that, very interesting fact about balancing numbers in addition. To find the series of balancing numbers on multiplication. Interesting way of Ramanujan's presentation of per number. Emphasis on determination and how much it is important in our life. Your words on mathematics and its role in building up modern civilization and your thoughts in numerical analysis has truly enlightened us. We are all inspired by your great words. I would like to extend my thanks to Mrs. Girjanandini Mishra, Headmistress Ma'am, Mrs. Sadhna Benda Ma'am, and my colleagues for their enormous cooperation in organizing this event. Last but not the least, I would like to appreciate the logistic management for providing us a wholehearted support and thank my dear students for your cooperation. Thank you all once again.
We are going to start with the final of Maths Quiz Ganit program. And I would like to request our Principal Sir to address the gathering to encourage children.
Right now, from this year, after the BJP government came, all the schools are remaining busy. And they are really taking a lot of effort for the upliftment of the schools, the students, and they are very keen to generate interest in all the subjects. So, right now this is an initiative on the occasion of celebrating the birthday of Ramanujan. So, this week they are celebrating the Ganit week. So now you have got an opportunity to refresh your mathematical talent, and our teachers have taken all initiative to make it one of the successful event of the year. So our year 2014 is ending with this Ganit week, and the children, those who are very much keen, they might have done very well in the preliminary round, and next year those who could not come to the final, it will arouse interest in them to do their best in the coming year. So 24 students, I think, have been selected for the final round. I wish them all the best, and I equally expect that the audience, again the audience are all the students, you will take interest how they are responding to different questions, and you will take initiative next year to come to appear the final quiz. I wish again the quiz the very best. Thank you.
The principal says that I should involve every child for the preliminary round. As we decided, I have gone to the classes and I also said, you make 3 children one team, prelims round will be there, then 6 teams will be selected. You also had given me names, but he's kind enough to allow everybody to take the part in this preliminary round. And yesterday, you know, all of you have taken part and the results are not yet shown to you. I feel you will be waiting to see the teams I have made in a different way. First class 10 sheets have been taken out. So 6 teams, 6 names. Again 6 children of 10. Then 6 from 9. Again 6 from 9. That means 4 children in one team. 2 from 10, 2 from 9. Okay. Now as we move forward on here, and I will also read it out. And I think you will enjoy. Audience question is also there. If you cannot answer, the teams cannot answer, it will pass to the audience also. And we have prizes for audience question also. So let's start the quiz. I will start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whichever number coming for whichever team will occupy that place. Am I right? Is it clear? Thank you to come and encourage you. Now the first team is Pritam Malik. Please come here. Now the last girl. Please come. Take it.
Anyone?
4. Surya Narayan Sadangi, Nakasha Swami, Lakshman Narayan Subuti, Ravandesh Mahapatra. In Simon Redma. They got the first set. Yes, they got 2. Mr. Acharya, Ayantani. Object for you, 20 minutes left in second. The papers have been given to you. Right now. One is absent.
Last night only.
Class 9 only will be given, not 10. Not. Whatever you discuss, the other teams are not able to listen you. This is your final round. Now let us see the rules. There will be total 4 rounds. Each round will have its own scoring starts. The decision of the quiz master will be final. 1 minute will be allowed for each question. Listen carefully. This is your direct question round. There will be 5 questions, 6 direct questions in total, 1 for each team. No pass or pouncing. Scoring system is +10 for correct answer, and you are not going to lose any mark if the question. Once the team leader answered something, even if it is wrong, other members will be not pulling that leader Down. This is not correct. This is not correct. That will be not accepted. Please do not do that. Then the largest number dividing n cube minus n is and the answer is integers and their average is 42. What is the product of B and D?
More. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
No
1. Yes. Stand up.
Who is the leader? Who will be answering?
One member, please stand up.
And the answer is 5. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I should have passed it to the audience. Direct question to the next stage. 6 and the divisor is 5 times the question and is obtained by adding 2 to create a dividend. Time starts now. Children, please quiet. Silence is absolutely required here. You do your workout, but please do not shout. When is C? 86. Yes, in 3/5 of 2/3 of a number and 2/5 of 1/4 of the same number is 288. What is the number? Time is there. So sure only you answer. All of you. Half minute more. Snigdha, who is team member? Answer. Option? Option A, 916. Third, 4 is getting 10 points. The next, the difference of two numbers is 1365. On dividing the larger number by the smaller, we get 6 as quotient and 15 as remainder. What is the smaller number?
Time starts
now. Team 5. Option B, 270. Short. 2 3-digit numbers have the LCM 29 and LCM 4147. The sum of the numbers is who is team member? The answer is C. They got 10 points. Target is 15 and product is 80. So, the answer is correct. We are going to give a praise now. Questions in total. Question will be passed to the next stage if the team getting direct question cannot answer. No bouncing. Scoring system will be +10. No losing marks for the direct team question. And passing marks will be +5. If wrong, you are not and is equal to 1/6 of C. Then A is to B is to C is. The time starts now. So sitting at the back, please keep roaming so that children should maintain discipline.
request to teachers. Well, let's do 8:1. Answer is equal to 9:1. Again, answer is wrong. The answer is wrong.
Answer is 50:10:18.
1 liter of water is added to 5 liter of milk water solution containing 40% milk strength. Find the strength of milk in the new solution. Thirty-three 1/3. Right. 33 1/3. 78 centimeters. Two numbers are less than the third number by 30% and 37% respectively. Find by what percent is the second number less than the first number. Correct. The answer correctly, you will get 10 points. Yeah. Contains 10% low quality weight. What quantity of good quality weight should be added to 150 kg of weight so that the percentage of low quality weight becomes 5%? A reduction of 20% in the price of rice enables a person to buy 3.5 kg more. Find the original price of the rice per kg. Okay. They want no extra time for you. And 7.5. Yes, they got +5. In election, between two candidates, 10% of the votes polled were invalid. The successful candidate got 54% of the valid votes and won by a majority of 1620 votes. The number of voters enrolled on the voters list was 4. answer. We declare the total points for each team. Team 1 after 2 rounds, 15 points. Third team 20 points. Fourth team 25 points. Fifth team 10 points. Sixth team again for 15 points. Bouncing round, you can take a chance. You know what this round is? There will be 6 questions in total. Bouncing is open to every team for every question. A team getting a direct question cannot bounce. Cannot bounce. Bounce time is 50 seconds. Means if you feel you can answer, you will take the risk. Once you are bounced, you cannot go back. Even if it is wrong, you have to give it. Triangle has sides of length 13 cm, 14 cm and 15 cm. What is the area of the circle inscribed in the triangle? This is question for you. You cannot bounce. You have to answer it. You raise your hand. And 6 are bouncing. Children, it is the risk round, you all can get 10.6. For each 60 marks are there for you.
If you tell
Team 1 gets plus 10. 2 gets plus 10. No answer. Please wait. This 210 same square. So next question. Vehicle is 70 cm. The wheel makes 10 revolutions in 5 seconds. Find the speed of the vehicle in kilometer per hour. Now bounce C or third tape. Wrong answer. In 5 movements, 5. After 4, there is not need to be coming to. It's okay. That is the area of the rumbles is 80% of the other direction. The area of the rumbles is how many times the square of the length of the rumbles direction. Two, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 not bouncing, getting scared. 1, 2, 5, 6 are bouncing. It's direct question to you.
see the answer.
That answer is later on. Last 10 to 10 5. Last 10 to last 10 to 10 3. Sorry, yes, 3. 3. 2. Plus 10 to team 1. Now direct question to area 0.495 square centimeter rolls down a length of 1.76 kilometers. Find the number of revolutions it makes. Team 2, team 4. Number of revolutions you are supposed to find. You have to find number of revolutions if you understand the question. Minus 5 to 6 4. is twice its breadth. If its length is decreased by 5 centimeters and the breadth is increased by 5 centimeters, the area of the rectangle is increased by 75 centimeters square. Find the length of the rectangle. In 4, in 5, 3 will not like to bounce. Very good. All the teams are bouncing right now. Only it's a direct question to 6. Other than 6, all 5 teams are bouncing. To team A. Last time to team B. Little bit easy question. To see when.
-5.
No one using. Yes. Last time. And then all 6 teams got last 10. And audience question in the middle. Let us go for the audience question. Rupees 10 and rupees 5 notes in the ratio 1:2:4. If their total value is rupees 3,000, then find the number of 5 rupees notes in it. Audience question. 10 I will not ask. 200. Correct. Now at the end of the third round, the points are like 15, D with 18, E with 45, F with 40. Make your first from the last. And the first given, there will be only one question. 4 clues are there. At the first attempt, if you answer, it is... Okay, don't worry. Answer, please. Graduate professorship at the Tata Institute of Fundamental... Plus 50, lose it, minus 25 over. So your lesson over now, coming down now. Plus 40 minus 20. He is known primarily for his contributions to number theory. His basic business generalized was classical law to many other situations. Immigrated from Jaipur, Rajasthan, India. His father was a chemist, his first mathematics teacher. It was at the top news. It was the top news. After everything gets over, I will remind you something. 90 I expected this answer. It's not that difficult. Again and again. How many of you are crossing? 90 over. 90. Girls move. If you want to sit, yes. Plus 30. 90 more in 4. And remind you something. Let it get over. You all know this answer. You will laugh at yourself if you know the answer. Having studied under gurus like Zakir Hussain, he also studied Sanskrit from his grandfather, a well-known scholar of Sanskrit and ancient Indian history. Till now you did not get. It was at the top of the news. Recent news, I am telling you again and again, I am reminding you. You want to count everything. Minus 10. Plus 20 minus 10. I have to follow it. No one wants to take the rest. Minus 10. Last clue, sir. He is the 2014 Fields Medal winner. Now you got it. What did I tell you? You will laugh at yourself. If you know the answer, please don't shout. If you will, and moreover, I tell you, what I came to know this question, I was standing there. This was asked right, plus 10 to that, plus 10 to that. Part You shouted still they could not hear it. Partly answer is correct. Okay, get 5 points.
That's fine.
No one going to answer anymore so that I can.
Yes, ma'am.
You want it? Yes. They also get plus 10.
They are not pounds.
You have not found.
They are not pounds. No. They are not pounds.
This one, the last one, it will be going not Malhotra but Bhargav. Right? Manju's name was correct and there is no point in getting disappointed. You heard the answer from them. They shouted. It is not that you are going to shout. I told you to write in the paper, I will come to you. It was their mistake or you, they are demanding now. That is not the way to address the quiz. Okay, at the end of the
Ma'am, finally what? I give or not?
4 items is equal to selling price of 3 items. Then and Anushka was who you get to answer.
Yeah, already sure.
Next.
Some other answer?
Profit होगा 25% of
25% loss. Sir, go for the answer.
profit and 20%.
Now, Anushka is the winner.
Students. So I think now we have come to the end of this competition. So everybody is very eagerly waiting to know the result, and that is only very what I can say. We also feel very excited in the same time. We feel very sorry to announce it also, because equally you cannot make happy to all the participants. But what I came to know that all the groups, they did very well, alright? So I congratulate to each and every participant, those who have participated in the competition. And it is not that you have not got any prize, you did not do well, but all of you have done very well, okay? So, the consolation prize go to Group F. Which is Group F? Very good, congratulations. On 22nd will be coming.
When will be back, Pawan? Okay. Then you
Will
have
be-
to come to the school.
Okay, you all will come to the school. Then, the third prize goes to Group, congratulations. Then the second prize goes to Group A. Very good, congratulations. Then the first prize with 110 points goes to Group D. Group D has got 110 points, Group A has got 70 points, Group E got 55 points, Group F got 45 points. So congratulations to all the participants. Now, children from Group B and C, please come forward to take the prize.
Demanding it from Anushka. Now it is happy.
No, ma'am, I didn't demand it.
Okay. And if they are not taken, one, they are not taken.
You're behind.
Ganit, whenever we are talking about Ganit, in Odia, Ganit, Hindi, Ganit, and English, it is translated to mathematics. But here Ganit is something different. The full form of Ganit, it is defined by Vigyan Prasad, Government of India. Growing aptitude in numerical innovations and training, Ganit.
Here we are celebrating the Ganit week. Okay. Today is the third day. Sorry, fourth day. Where, according to the schedule, we have to discuss the innovations in mathematics, numerical aptitude. It will be shared by the teachers and students. Okay. Basically, the basic idea of CBSE is to share the innovation ideas between the students and the teachers. Understood? So here, I have some innovation in number system. Number system that is used in the field of IT, that is computers. There are so many number systems are there, but we are using very few number systems in the field of computers. I am working on to this new number system since 1998, almost 16 years. Wherever I am working on. Last 16 years, continuously I am observing from the net, is somebody working onto this particular system? Till now, the result I got is no. I think in the world, I am the only person who is working on this new number system. Okay. To understand this new number system, you have to understand what are the existing number systems, how they are working, what are the limitations of those number systems, and what is the future. Understood? Understood? The binary number system, basically all the computers working onto the binary number system. Whether octal or hexadecimal we are using, that octal number or hexadecimal number, that is again converted to binary internally, and the computer works onto the binary number system only. But still, for ease of the human being, we are using the octal number system. So, 0 and 1, only 0 and 1. So, it is very difficult to write in sequence, proper sequence, and to calculate also in our case. So, that's why we are using the other number system to convert all those binary number system to octal number system. Again, those two is hexadecimal number system. Till now, the computers are working on hexadecimal number system. Okay. Again, we'll go to the history of those binary number systems. When it started, who had started, who had invented this number system? Do you have any idea? It has started, who had started, and when? Any answer? Binary number system was existing. Understood? So we Indians are proud to give major contribution in the field of mathematics. We are given 0 and Mega Funda. Okay. Before that, before 0 was invented. Understood? Before 0 was invented, the binary number system was registered. Binary number system was used by Pingala. But he was using only 1, not even 0. 0 was invented later on. Understood? 0 was invented later on, after Pingala. But Pingala was using this binary number system theory in his writing. Chandas Shastra in 400 BC. They used 0 after Pingala. Understood? Yes. Here is the sloka. Meaning multiply the date by 11 because that time 0 was not invented. Okay, so they are using only 1. So the binary number system was existing in Vedas, but in computers, when it was used, and who had used? Do you have any idea? After Indians, Chinese also used the binary number system. Okay? Again, Leibniz has introduced the binary number system in the world, who had practically used in machines, in Vedas, in theoretical theories, in astronomy, it was used, the binary number system. But in machines, it was used by Leibniz. Stepped reckoner. Understood? The early machines, early computers, the mechanical computers, they are using the decimal number system, not even the binary number system. But from ENIAC onwards, the computers started using binary number system. Then after binary number system, by the Native Americans, they are using the octal number system for counting. How the number systems are used? The gap between the two fingers. Not normally in the decimal number system we are using the fingers, but in octal number system they are using the gap between the two fingers. So there are 5 fingers means 4 gaps. Understood? So in both the hands, 4 plus 4, 8. And from that we have the concept of byte. We have the concept of nibble. 1 byte consisting of 8 bits and 4 bits is 1 nibble. Understood? With the first concept. Then it is used octal number system. First by Proto-Indo-Europeans, they related to the pi word, P-I-E. Then in 1716, King Charles XII of Sweden, he suggested to have a number system of 64 base. Hexadecimal number system is having 16 base.